Hello everybody and welcome back to Penumbra Overture and... what's that? A purple jar or flask of something on a Bunsen burner? Yeah, I kinda trialed and errored it really quick. It didn't really take that long because there's not too many combinations you can make. And bam, I slammed it out really quick. I actually was right. I was on the right track with that explosives book because I need phosphorus and barium. However, I was probably missing a hint or something and just completely destroyed this puzzle, just brute forced it. So now that we've got this, wonder what would happen if I threw it. Jesus Christ. Okay. I have a feeling that if I set it down, it's gonna fucking blow up. I'll put it right there close to the edge. What? Oh shit. Okay, there we go. Alright, that's about right. I was like, oh fuck. As long as we're very careful with this, we should be fine, right? That's what he said. I'm not gonna jump. I'm just gonna let the fucking chemical... Oh shit! I don't know if it's on a timer or not. I'm pretty sure it's not. I think I just have to be really careful with it. So as long as I don't hit it against anything and I make absolutely 100% positive that I'm completely careful, it shouldn't blow up. Otherwise, this is going to be very tedious. Get the fuck back! Oh, you know what? I should have thrown something at it. Or I should have kept that canister. Oh, a fuse! That's right! Oh, man. I'm so dumb. Move, move, move! Yeah, that was a big explosion for a tiny jar. Hooray! Oh, there's steps. I didn't see that. Oof. Ouch. That looks ominous. And yet inviting. This door, it's different. Newer than all the others. This must be where Red's been leading me all this time. Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see how locked it is. Okay, that's locked. Alright. There's no getting around that. Yeah, I'll look at that in a second. I don't really want to go through there yet. Just in case. Just in case there's something that I might be able to use or something I need back here.
Good evening.
Oh, shit.
You actually came. There is much that should leave my throat box now, but words elude me. You came, you are so pretty, but I have been bad. The underworld already beckons me, so I suppose one further misdemeanor will change little. It is false pretension, and not guiding light with which I have led you here. I cannot give you the answers you want. You may wish to find what it is you seek, but that is a fiction. You cannot know what it is you sought through the vast leaden doorway, or else you would seek anything else in the world. No, the key stays with me, in here, so the life that has led me, horrible as it may be, is better still than the life that waits for you, hungry behind those doors. As replacements go, you shall be admirably abnormal. But you must wonder why this metal burning chamber is talking to you, and the voice you knew only as Red. For it is I, your companion, residing within. You see, I have waited for this day so many years. They won't let me die. They have parts of my head are not my own, and I cannot take my life. It is against the rules. Please, the pain has gone on for so long. All I wanted was a friend, but now the time for chit-chats and marshmallows by the fire has ended, and I hope that soon so shall my life. I have knocked on the death's door for so long. Please, let him invite me in for tea.
That was a long-winded explanation of what's going on with you, buddy. And you know what? Give me a minute and I'll figure something out. Combustion meters, measuring temperature, humidity, and gas flow, among others. Okay, well, here you go, Red. Goodbye, Red. Wow, he was screaming and turned into ash that fast? Your only friend, your friend who tried to get you killed? He knew there was another way around that spider pit, and you're like, oh, my only friend. Whatever, man. Get a hold of yourself. I don't know if this key is to that door or this one. I don't even know if this is a door that can be opened. Ah, and it can. I can see Red now, sitting here, guiding me. Probably wouldn't be standing here now if it wasn't for him. Why did he have to leave me down here alone? Red is dead. Death. Nobody to talk to. Poor... I don't know. Get out. Let me die, please. Head is hurting. Red, you have had quite the life. A few days ago, there was some kind of a collapse, and some of the ceiling of the cave fell in on me. What scares me is that I was in an off-limits part of the mine. They may not look for me here, but if they do and they find me, I'll be in so much trouble. But I don't think I'll have to worry about that, because I'm not sure I'll be getting out of here. I don't mind so much. I've been working in the mine for about 3 weeks now. I'm really proud that I can send money home. It's been pretty tough work. And so far, you're the only person that's been really nice to me. Plus, I've found some nice company down here. Some friendly kind of creepy crawlies. And some books I brought from home that I was taking to the rec room. If you think about it, I was really quite lucky I had all this stuff with me. Otherwise, I'd be bored stiff. I thought I said boned stiff. As it is, I love Shakespeare. Or I have Shakespeare, Bronte, Nietzsche. Perfect bedtime reading. Whoop. Although I suppose I might be trapped here long enough that I have to read them twice. I always used to ask my mom how long people survive without food and things. I read how some people can survive underwater for over 5 minutes, and some people last in the desert for weeks. But she always said you had 3 minutes of air, 3 days of water, etc. I suppose I'll find out soon enough. I guess if I had to, I could find food around the place. Like I said, there's all sorts of creatures here. But they're better off as my friends than my lunch. I wonder whether I shall starve to death or go cave crazy first. Neither sounds too much fun, I guess. But if I had to choose, I'd say I want to go mad. Sounds like an adventure. Tom Redwood, proper mine worker, December 1970, age 14. And he sounded like a grown-ass man. He sounded like a kind of an old man when we killed him. He was age 14. And if it's 2001 or something right now, he's been here... Yeah, that kind of makes sense. What is this? Leaving out how Red managed to catch and kill this thing, it's clearly quite inedible. Poor guy must have been close to starving to death. The hell is it? Oh, is that one of the dogs? Doesn't look like it. Red's a strange one. He probably slept on it regardless of what we think. Reams of books. Where did Red scavenge all these from? There's everything from survival manuals to collected works of Shakespeare and Kant's ethics. This was how he spent his time. No wonder he spoke so strangely. He must have led a lifetime of misunderstanding. That was really ominous. Is there something important about this one? The chains, damn it! The chains on his arms are visible now. Not they're out of choice. Father looks on aghast. He clutches some notes, shaking his hand. He knows. He knows what has come. The man is released. The only one who could stop it. Howard knows the real fear. It's like there's a carbon copy of me inside the artifact. Except that there's more than one, and they're not very good copies. Is that your shithole? Yeah, that's your shithole. He posted an eye and a mouth over these pinups. Jesus, from the stench, I think this may have been his toilet. How many hours did he spend with his neck in this noose, just trying to end it all? No wonder he was getting hungry. What a final meal. Rationed slugs. Still, knowing Red, perhaps he enjoyed them. I was wondering when I'd get to one of these. Oh, the screwdriver. Man, I picked that up a long time ago. We're not gonna need that. Let's get that out of there. Something to lever it open. I've located the locked door that Red has been leading me to. I need to get it open. Maybe with a crowbar? So I stepped into the mouth of the underground facility. There should have been questions, fears, doubts running through me. Instead, I was torn in two. Part of me, I felt, had died, along with my only ally, a friend. His final words had raised more questions than they answered. I couldn't get his screams for help out of my head, despite knowing deep down that the pain I had caused Red was, in itself, all the help I could have offered him. I was alone again, but I had nothing to do, other than press on into the unknown. If I'd felt so bad about Red, I should have listened to him and maybe stayed where I was. I would trade his fate 100 times for my own. The other side of me was looking forward to what might await me in my continued journey. I felt sure that I would soon find some clue or other to my father's fate, and that he was inextricably linked to everything that was happening. I also couldn't help but suspect that everything I had seen up until that point was just symptomatic of whatever lay beyond the threshold. I know now I was right. This is radically different looking. You're starting to get into this whole research facility with the xenoscientists or whatever we're at. Like, I haven't seen a single research lab down here aside from that one room. The rest of it was just mining operations. Whatever. Oh, shit! With that, the man who had first descended into the mine was no more, and so began my next chapter. Ow. Dang it. To be continued. Alright. Oh, shoot. Damn it. Alright, well, that was Penumbra Overture. Okay. That game wasn't quite as long as I thought it was. It actually seemed rather short, but it is a somewhat dated game. It is an older game. And, you know, at first that was a little bit awkward. It looked a little bit weird. But as I got into it, I started to enjoy it more. Hold on. I'm going to turn the volume down so I can... Yeah, there we go. I really enjoyed it, though. It was really awesome. You know, I got into the game like, oh, wow, this game's so old. But it's good. It's got good lighting. It's got good atmosphere. The sounds are great. I mean, the directional sound's a little bit off. Like, sometimes the dogs would be, like, somewhat to my left, but I'd still hear their growls coming from the right or, like, a wall behind me. So it was a little bit weird in that sense. It's an old game. I'm not going to knock it for its, you know, flaws. Every game is flawed. I like the story of this game. I like the way it played, but I wasn't particularly scared. I got jump scared by, like, maybe one or two things, right? The dogs were really, really scary at first, but, you know, eventually I just got used to them because I was like, oh, they're just dogs. I literally encountered nothing else but the dogs and that worm throughout the entirety of the game. Well, the spiders too, but the dogs and the worm. And honestly, it just didn't really register on my radar. I wasn't really afraid of anything, to be honest. In the beginning, it was suspenseful, it was creepy, there was a lot of tension, and then it kind of descended into me playing it as a stealth game and realizing that I wasn't really in any very big danger, because as long as they can't kill me in one hit, I don't really feel that threatened. I could take, what, 2-3 hits and still keep on chugging away. The painkillers were there, the pickaxe was there, I killed a lot of dogs. So it definitely lost its scare on me after a while. But I had a fun time playing the game. It was always interesting. I kept wanting to learn more about the situation that was happening, and exploring the areas where the people had been, in the mines, of course. But now that we're in the second part of the underground shelter or whatever, we're going to pick up in the next game from part 1 of Black Plague. And we're going to figure out what happens to Philip after his unfortunate accident in that hallway. So anyway, I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you if you stuck with me from beginning to end, and even if you didn't, I really appreciate that you've been watching. If you liked the video and you want to support the channel, you can like, subscribe, and comment. All 3 of these things are going to help me out substantially, and you'll get to see my videos pop up into your feed. So, thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.